And what I really don't understand, honestly, is um, this chaos that happens around election season, where I know what you're fighting for, because I mean I'm a Chicago guy myself. I'm not born and raised, but I've been here since 2014, man. And I see what you see. I see what's going on with how they're giving more money to immigrants than they're giving to black people. I've seen where when you did that stuff with Chase Bank, where they're redlining the black communities, not making loans and giving them access to money. All this stuff that you and I mean, we see this. And the fact that you're fighting for this, and you've got black people blocking you because they're trying to represent some bullshit on the Democratic plantation. That's really something to be outraged about. Like I respect you for not being angrier about it. I like the fact that you kind of brought the conversation forward, and I support that, man. And you and I talked about this today. I told you about that crazy conversation that DL Hughley and I had. I mean, DL getting on the phone cussing me out, calling me names, and act like he gonna roll up and like he really was physically threatening physical violence. And I'm like, first of all, I'm in the gym every day, so if you show, and I know karate, so you show up on me, you better bring your security, because it's not going to end well for you. But then I'm like, why are we even having a conversation like this over some Democrat Republican crap?
It's utterly insane.
Part to me. Go ahead.
It's utterly insane that we can't have independent voices that speak for themselves without people being emotional about their party. I mean, that makes no sense. We black folks have been living projects. People talking about Project 2025. We've been living Project 1619 to 2024, because we have never moved to a decent level in America. And the fact that we literally have people who are so tied to the party that a Jaymal Green can't criticize or say anything that he believes, that a Dr. Watkins can't say what he believes without them getting in their feelings and just spewing attacks. It's insane. If we don't have independent voices, we are already losing. This is what my mentor told me today, Mr. Paymon Rami. This is what he said. He said, if we have a time where people cannot speak the truth, we've already lost. If everybody was on the same page, then that's a problem. You have to have people that see things differently, to point things out that people can't see, that says, that criticize everyone in an independent fashion and not just leaning towards anyone. If you cannot have these type of voices, then we've already lost. So we gotta do better with allowing these DL Hughley and Ricky Smiley and all these fools who get mad at folks for being critical, because we want to see more, because we know that we deserve more. That's not a problem for voices to demand more for their people. We should be doing that.
So let me ask you this, Jaymal. How often do you get called a Trump supporter because you're going to line up and vote for the Democrats?
You get a lot of those. Of course, you get a lot of those. And that's why I did a video and I said, listen, this is not a Trump response. This is a common sense response. See, here's the thing. It gets less and less because the very people in these communities understand where I'm coming from, because they see it. They walk out their door and they see how much migrants are getting, and they can't even pay their rent. They walk out their door and they can barely eat, and they see how the city is not bringing forth them resources.